Update: we have been married for 8 years and my wife cheated on me and found the love of her life. There is a link in the description of this video that will take you to the first part of this story. You can check it out. Update 1. Hi everyone, just looking for some advice as usual, on how to try to cope with my situation. Just wanted to ask, for those of you with children, how has zero contact or minimal contact worked for you after the divorce? What hasn't worked? My ex-wife has expressed wanting to be friends, but this is not entertaining, and I have clearly expressed that I cannot offer friendship to someone who has betrayed me so badly. What have been some of the challenges people have had post-divorce with children and maintaining minimal contact with their ex-partner? What do you enjoy most about life as a couple? I welcome any experiences and advice as always. This forum has helped me so much. I only speak to her if it's about our child or our divorce. And that is the extent of our communication, including during exchanges. She says, hello, she gets nothing back. She asks, how have you been? She gets nothing back. Literally nothing. She wants to video call during the week. She's calling for the kid. No need for me to say anything. She's dead to me. I don't talk to ghosts. OP, how is your kid handling it? One thing my STBX said with my current gray rocking is, I don't want our kids to think this is normal. My comment was, I want our children to learn to stand up for themselves when someone treats them badly. Did your partner who cheated on you get jealous once you moved on? Had an interesting question to ask for those that were betrayed. Once you decided to move on and separate from them, or they pushed you out of their lives, did they end up jealous once you started seeing someone else even though they were with lover? I'm still in the D process and not thinking of dating or anything at the moment, but I have heard many a times that they don't want to be with you, but they sure don't want anyone to be with you either. Anyone had this happen to them? Even if they say their lover is the greatest thing since sliced bread, greatest emotional connection. Even if they end up in a relationship with the lover, they will get angry and jealous. This is because they wanted to do the rejection, and dating is perceived as you rejecting them. Cheaters are selfish to the nth degree. OP, it just boggles my mind. They do so much to destroy you and say they are leaving for whatever reason, didn't give me attention, greatest emotional connection with lover, but if you decide to move forward, they then want to be angry with you. If anything, the BS deserves the anger. Cheaters want not only to have fun at our expense, but also to destroy our lives to show that they have won. This is the result of their twisted view of people. Everything should be good only for them, they should be in chocolate, and everyone else they have a relationship with should be bad. But the most interesting thing is that they can't distinguish between chocolate and bad, so they always suck. Update 2. Hi everyone, as of today, there is a bit of closure on my journey overcoming my wife's infidelity, my saga that started in the summer, and I have been posting here to get advice from everyone. I just want to start off and thank this community for the incredible support and advice, especially to those folks who privately messaged and offered words of wisdom along the way. It is a horrible process, especially when close family is far away. It is horrible to be alone with your thoughts, but some wisdom and introspection can be gained during this process. For those who need a recap. Summary: my wife cheated and tried to hide it. I found out, I realized that there was no hope, as I was deep in the fog of romance with her lover, and immediately, I'm done with her. Anyways, the past few months have been frosty but relatively drama-free as the STBX and I separated our lives in the house but still did things for our children. The discovery and mediation process proceeded pretty quickly. We agreed on 50-50 for our kids along with schedules and holidays, and since it's a no-fault state, asset division was by the book with some give and take. I won't go into details too much at this time, maybe another post in the future, but I will be finding a place soon for a fresh start. The final conclusion is on the horizon, but, for the most part, the D is complete. As for my advice from this whole fiasco, I learned a bunch of things. 1. Don't bother with a pick-me dance. I tried for a week before wising up to her cheating. My STBX is still in the fog, but it's her decision, she needs to live with it. 2. Do lawyer up with an experienced family law attorney who is reasonable. I can't say enough of the person who took care of me. Understanding that this is what I want versus reality was important in converging to the end. I don't have any crazy ridiculous fees as I did a lot of the prep and avoided hours and hours of back and forth, and this was able to be settled rather quickly. 3. Do lean on friends and family for support as much as possible. 4. Working out/exercise is key to keeping your emotional health. I hit the weights a month after D-Day and am starting to reap the benefits, and that confidence has been helpful to get across the finish line. 5. Get into IC and talk with someone. This has helped me tremendously. 6. I realized this from all the posts I read, but the cheaters' decisions are all on them. I heard it all from my STBX. I was a roommate, I love you/not in love, our marriage went so wrong, I worked too much, blah blah. Truth be told, now that I know the timeline, our marriage went wrong after she invited someone in her life that was feeding her lines to stroke her ego and give her extra attention, and she had to put up walls and make me the bad guy to justify this in her mind. Sure, she may have been stressed from kids/day-to-day life in a long-term marriage, but not communicating to her husband and confiding in a two-time divorcee/cheater with no moral compass is all on her and a recipe for disaster. The exciting final chapter has yet to be written, but bad decisions have consequences, which is all I'm going to say about the matter. Again, thank you to everyone. I still have a lot of work ahead, but also many adventures in this new chapter of my life. I hope I can return the favor to anyone who needs it. Please reach out if anyone needs a helping hand. I am here. Hitting the gym to lift weights and/or do martial arts will take you to a new level as a man. Good job. Don't be surprised if she comes crawling back. RP. I'll bet good money she will, but OP should never take her back. Her behavior is cruel and inexcusable, and she'll only do it again at some point if her trigger points are hit. This is how she reacts to adversity and boredom. I know some people can change with intensive therapy or getting religion, but I don't think it's very common. She may regret what she did and how it ended up, but will it change her so she never cheats again? I would doubt it. She showed she fundamentally does not care about OP or even the well-being of her kids. OP, I've stated it before, but there will be no taking back. Agreed on the fundamental point. If our marriage was so terrible, she should have exhausted every avenue to exit. She never even told her parents she was unhappy. If we truly weren't compatible or I was a bad husband, I could accept it and respect her for winding down the marriage in the honorable way. He didn't even try, he just manipulated me. Stay strong, buddy. Hope you find your peace soon. I'm going through something similar, but perhaps in the bargaining state of grief. I'm swinging pretty hard between conflicting extreme emotions. One moment I am sad and lonely, the next moment I'm happy and relieved. One moment I am furious on how can she do this to our marriage, the next moment I am taking all the blame that I made her do it. I don't know what I am feeling anymore. And there's just so much pain. OP, thank you, I really appreciate the words. I think it goes without saying that I know what you are feeling. 100% felt it, and it does go down over time but then comes back, goes away, etc. The advice I got was not to ignore it but confront it, scream at the walls, lift some heavy iron, go for a walk in the forest, keep busy. As cliché as it is, those things all help. Don't take any blame for it. I emotionally retraced this whole last year countless times wishing I could change one thing, butterfly effect, but I can't, and neither can you for your situation. You wouldn't be in this situation if your so didn't deliberately invite it. Hang tough, man, reach out as needed. Venting to those on this board really does help. We all need someone to talk to. Strong. I'm willing to bet that in about 6 months, maybe a year, you'll hear that the lover cheated on her. OP, I'll be humble and say I don't want any pain to come to her despite what she has done to me. However, she is walking down a precarious path with her actions, and I'd be shocked if this whole thing doesn't implode sooner than later.